Hi everyone. Today I'm going to give the presentation on the application what I have developed, that is the student marks evaluation system. This application is mainly based on the students and faculties enrollment, that is students enrollment or to the subjects, and the faculties allotting to the subjects to what they teach. It also includes the marks entry system and also result announcement system. So the application what I have developed, that is student marks evaluation system, which contains all the four systems, that is the students enrollment system, faculty subject allotment system, student marks and entry system, and also the result announcement system. It includes all the four applications embedded in this system. So the first one is I have created some few pages, which is a home page, which we can include whatever the messages we want to display to that particular application. We can do it. Suppose if an institution or organization is using this application, they can put their own images of the institution in the home page. Whereas in the admin page, where admin has given the privileges in order to log into the system and upload the student details and also upload the faculty details. And also not only uploading the student and faculty details, admin also have the privileges of allotting the subject to the faculties and also enroll the students to the subject. So once the admin enters the details of these faculties and students, then faculty can log into the system through this faculty login page. He can enter his username and password. After logging into the system, whatever the subjects that are allotted to him or her, they will enter the marks to that particular subject. So once this is done, then the subjects in which they have allotted has been entered. Then the students can able to check the marks what they have got for that particular subject. So that can be checked by using the result button. In this, the student can enter their USN, that is university seat number, and they can check the results. So once this is done, this is another page called Contact Us, in which anyone wants to know the information about that particular institution, they can get the information of the institution. Next is the careers. Careers is if anyone wants to apply for that particular institution, then they can enter their details and submit. That will be entered into that database. They can check that details. So first is the home page, which I told use it to display some messages regarding to that particular organization. So admin is the login page. We can able to enter the details, that is username and password of admin, and then log into the admin page. So once we log into the admin page, then we have both the details of faculties and students. Faculties contains upload faculty, add faculty, delete faculty, update faculty, display faculty, and faculty allotment. So upload faculty, suppose we have more number of faculties, instead of adding each and every faculty, we can directly upload the faculty through this upload faculty option, in which we have, if we have some Excel file which contains some 20 or 25 faculties, we can directly upload that Excel file and that information will be stored in the database. Suppose if I forgot one particular faculty, then I can add that by using this add faculty button. Then if I want to delete a faculty, we can delete it. Update a faculty, we can update the details of the faculty. If I want to display what I have entered or uploaded, that can be checked by using this display faculty. So once all the faculties have been uploaded, I can allot the faculty to the subject. Same way for students, uploading more number of students by using Excel file through this upload student option. If I want to add only one student, then that can be done through this add student. Then deleting one particular student or updating a student, all will be done. So if I want to display the student details, then I can click that by using the display student details option. Finally, once the student has been uploaded, all the student details have been uploaded, then I can enroll the student for the subject by using this student. So the first one is upload faculty. So in the upload faculty, it is asking us to upload the CSV file. So I will browse it and get the details of the faculties that is present in the Excel file. Yeah. Here I got that Excel file. Just upload it. Yeah. So what is present in this Excel file? This is the actual Excel file which contains the details of faculties. This is the faculty name, faculty ID, address, and phone number. These are the details that are present in that Excel file. I'm just uploading it to the database. So I have browsed it and I'm uploading that file to the database. Yeah, data uploaded successfully. Now I want to check whether the data has been uploaded successfully by checking whether the faculty's details are present in the database or not by clicking this display faculty. Yeah. Whatever the faculties I have in the Excel file, now that has been uploaded in the database, that has been retrieved. All the 5 faculties are uploaded. Suppose now I want to add one faculty. I can add it directly by using add faculty. In the Excel file, I have 5 faculties. I have forgot one particular faculty named Ravi Kumar. So now I have to add that faculty to the database. I can individually add each and every faculty through this add faculty button. That is Ravi Kumar. So I want to enter that faculty name, faculty ID, that is F11, address, let it be Bangalore, phone number, some phone. So adding one faculty, that is data inserted successfully. Now let me check whether the Ravi Kumar has been uploaded or not. Yes, Ravi Kumar with his faculty ID address has been uploaded. Now I want to change the city. Ravi Kumar's address is Bangalore. I want to change it to Hyderabad. I can update the faculty details by using this update faculty. What is that? Faculty name, faculty ID, F11, address. Here I want to change it to Hyderabad. And phone number. Phone number updated. Yeah, data updated. So let me check whether it has been updated or not. Yes, Ravi Kumar address is changed to Hyderabad. Even if you want to change along with that city name, you want to change, if you want to change the phone number, if you want to change the name properly, then you can do it directly with the same option. Yeah, now we have uploaded the faculty details, added the faculty details, updated the faculty details, and we have checked what are the faculties that has been uploaded. Now, if I want to delete that faculty, I want to delete Ravi Kumar, I should know his ID, that is F11. Yeah. If I delete it, yeah, data deleted successfully. So let me check whether the data is deleted or not. Here, there should not be Ravi Kumar present in this list. Yeah, it doesn't contain Ravi Kumar. So in this way, we have uploaded, added, deleted, updated, displayed the faculty details. Now we have to allot the faculties to the subject. So currently, this application will work for first year, second year, first year section A, first year section B, second year section A, second year section B. It can upload. So depending upon the requirement, we can add more options. Right now, I'm just allotting the faculties to only first year section A students. So first year section A. Subject DBMS, subject code 12. Now I'm allotting this subject to faculty Andrew. So Andrew has been allotted to the subject DBMS. So allowed. Faculty allotted successfully. If I want to check it whether it is allotted or not, yes, Andrew has been allotted to DBMS. Same way, first year section A, there are 6 subjects. I am allotting all the 6 subjects to the students. So CS12, next CS13, that is C++. CS13. Faculty Joe. So for C++, Joe is allotted. Display check, yes, it has been allotted. Next, CS14, data science. For first year section A, I am allotting the subject. Next is John, allotted. Faculty allotted successfully. Yeah, John allotted to data science. Next is CS15, Python. CS15, Python. Next faculty, Sam. So allotted, faculty allotted successfully. Display, yeah, Sam allotted to Python. Next, CS16, that is machine learning. Yes, 60. Yeah, 5 faculties, 5 subjects. Faculty allotted. If I check, Andrew, Joe, John, Sam, Smith, all got allotted to all the 5 subjects for first year, section A students. So now faculty has been allotted to all the subjects. So the next thing is we have to upload for the first year section A, we have 5 subjects. For all the 5 subjects, 5 faculties has been allotted. Now we have to upload the students of first year section A. We can do it for first year section A, first year section B, second year section A, second year section B. In this way we can allot. Currently, I'm just explaining with respect to first year section A to know how the application works. Next, upload the student. So here also I should upload for first year section A students. Now I have to browse it and find out the file and upload the file to the database. Yeah, student first year section A. Yeah, what is there in this file? In this file, I have just given student name. In the student name, I have just named the student names as the student 1, student 2, student 3, like the 30 students I have in this file, along with their USN numbers, some random numbers, address, phone number, which year, which section. This is there in this file. Now I'm uploading this file into the database. Upload student. So once I upload this into the database, all the 30 students will be uploaded into the database. Yeah. Data uploaded successfully. Close. Now I want to check whether the data has been uploaded successfully or not. Display student details. In this, again, 2 options are there. One is to just display the students that has been uploaded. Another one is display the students who are enrolled to the subjects. Currently, I didn't enroll the students to the subjects. I've just uploaded. So click this student details. Here we will get the list of students what I have uploaded. All the 30 students has been uploaded into the data. So now students have been uploaded. Suppose I have forgot one particular student, then I have to add it. That can be done by using add student. So student name, let it be Ramesh, USN 1 IT 31. Address, Bangalore. Phone number. For which year, which section I have to add this student? I want to add it to first year, section A. Yeah. Now add the student. Data enter successfully. Let me check whether this student is present in the list or not. Display student details. Yeah, Ramesh, he is present in the list. So now we have added a student. Next thing is, if I want to update the details of student Ramesh, instead of same thing, Bangalore, if I want to change it to Hyderabad, then write it Ramesh, USN 1 ITC 31. Address, now I want to change it to Hyderabad. Phone number, if you want to change the phone number, you can change it, otherwise it will be the same. Which year, same thing, first year section A, no change in that, only I'm changing the city, that is address. Update it. Yeah, data updated successfully. Now let me check whether the address has been changed or not. Display students, Ramesh. Yeah, before it was Bangalore, now I have changed it to Hyderabad. Even phone also, it got updated because I changed the phone number. Yeah, in this way, we can add a student, update a student, display a student, and we have uploaded the student. Now, if I want to delete that student, that is Ramesh, I should know his USN 1 ITCS 02031. Delete it. Data deleted. Let me check whether that student Ramesh is present in the list or not. Display student details. So here there is no Ramesh, right? So student 1 to 30, we have only those students. So the student has been deleted. Ramesh has been deleted. So now we have uploaded the bulk students. and we have added a single student, deleted, updated, and displayed the student details. So now we will enroll the students to the subject. So currently we have uploaded the students of first year section A. So in first year section A, we have the students. Directly we can enroll first year section A to subject. So first year section A, I'll enroll the subjects, that is CS1 to enroll, data enroll. Next, same thing, first year section A student, second subject, enrolling them. Yeah. Next, CS14, enroll, yeah, data, CS15, next, CS16, enroll, data enroll, success. So all the subjects, 5 subjects has been enrolled for these students. Now let me check whether the student has been enrolled or not, because we have more number of students. I have 30 students. 30 students, 5 subjects means we will get 150 rows. Instead of checking that, we can directly check by using entering the USN number, and we can check whether the student has been enrolled or not. Let us check one student. Let it be this student. Just take that number and check whether that student has been enrolled to the subject or not. Yeah, the student 9, name is student 9, USN is this, enrolled to all the 5 subjects. Same way we can check for any number. Let us check for 22, roll number 22. Yeah, 22 got enrolled to all the subjects. Next, check for 30, last number. 30 got enrolled to all the subjects. So by this, students are uploaded and got enrolled to all the subjects. So we have uploaded the faculty details and we have allotted them to the subjects. And then we have uploaded the 30 students and we have enrolled them to all the 5 subjects. So this is the role of admin, in which he has uploaded and allotted and enrolled the faculties and student details. Now he can log out of the system. Next is we have to, faculty has to log into the system and enter the marks to the subject which got allotted for them. So now let's check first faculty. So first faculty name is John and ID is Fac John. So in this, first enter the first faculty, that is John. Then enter the password FAC_John. So log into the system. So John, which year, which section he has to enter the marks will be selected. Here currently we have allotted only one subject for John, for that for first year section A. That is CS14. Enter. So here he is going to enter the marks for that student. So here marks what I have given is the 50 for 50 marks they should enter. So within that range we have to enter the marks. So randomly we will enter some marks here. Based on the marks what they have got, we will have to enter the marks. Currently this is only for understanding purpose. Randomly I'm just entering the marks. Yeah, enter some random marks. So after entering all marks for all the students, just click the submit button, then it will be stored in the database, that is marks entered successfully. So with this, the marks for that particular subject has been entered and that is stored in the database. So this is done with John. Next, faculty. What is the next faculty? So in this way, all the 5 faculties has to log into the system and enter the marks for the subject in which the student has been enrolled. Only those student details will be displayed who has been enrolled for that subject. Next is Smith. So log into the Smith account. Same way, we will enter the marks for Smith. So currently we have entered only first year section A students. So what subject allotted for Smith, that will be displayed here, and which students have been enrolled for that subject, only those student details will be displayed. Next, just enter the marks of student. So in this way, all the faculties should log into their account and they have to enter the marks for the subject which got allotted for them. Marks have been entered for all the 30 students. Marks entered successfully. Now the faculty can log out from the system. Next faculty is Sam. So we will log into the Sam's account. So this will be, what is the username? What is the name of the faculty? That becomes the username. What is the faculty ID? That becomes the password here. So with that, the faculty will log into the system. Here, same, first year, section A. What subject is allotted for that subject? That subjects will be displayed. Currently, we have allotted only one subject for these faculties. Only that will be displayed. And students who are enrolled for that subject, those students will be displayed here. Now, 23, some marks, some random marks. Just enter some random marks. Have entered the marks of all 30 students. Marks. So once this is done, we'll just log out of the system. Log out from the faculty. That SAM details. Next faculty. Next faculty is Joe. Now Joe has to log into the system and enter the marks. So we will log into the Joe's account and enter the marks. Yeah. So once we log into the system, same thing. He has to enter the marks for first year section A students. CS13 is the subject allotted for him. Will enter the marks of the student. So we'll enter the marks of all the students. Yeah, all the marks has been entered. Submit the marks. Now we will log out from the JOS account. Next faculty, that is the last faculty, Andrew. So all the 4 subject marks has been entered. Now Andrew has to enter the marks. Andrew, his password. The ID will becomes the password here. Same way, we have to enter the marks for the subject which is allotted for Andrew. CS12 is the subject allotted for Andrew. Now we will enter the marks. All the marks has been entered. Marks entered. Now we will log out from the Andrew. Once all the faculties have been entered the marks, now by clicking the result button, we can check the results of each student. So this result button, in this, it is asking us to enter the USN of the student. Here we have the list of students and their USNs. Right now, if I want to check the details of first student result, just copy it, paste it here. Now check the results of the student. Yeah, student 1, his university seat number is 001. Subject name, subject code, marks, result. Subject name CS12, subject code CS12. That is, subject name is DBMS, CS12 DBMS, subject code is CS12. Marks given by the faculty is 23 for 50. Result is pass because it is above 18, it is pass. In the same way, for all the subjects, marks has been entered by the faculty. He got that. So total marks he got 136 and the result is second class. So this is the result of first student. In the same way, we can check the result of all the students. Suppose if I want to check the result of roll number 8. Yeah, this is the result of the student 8. He got first class. These are the marks what the teacher has given for that student. Next, if you want, we can check for number 20. Yeah, this is the details of that student. Marks he got 44, 32. Yeah. It is the above 75% means then the result will be first class with distinction. This is his total marks out of 50, that is 250. He got 196 marks. So this is the result what he got. In this way, any student can check the marks. That is, who are the students enrolled for that subject. They can check. Now roll number 27. Roll number 27. This is his marks. Then roll number 30. Finally, we will check it for roll number 30. Submit. Yeah, this is the result of student 30. So this is what the application works. First, admin has the privileges. He has a role to add the faculties and add the students. Upload. You can also upload the students, upload the faculties, and enroll the students to the subjects. Allot the faculties to the subjects. Once it is done, admin's role is done. Then next is faculty. Faculty will be allotted to the subject. So faculty, through his name and ID, he can log into the system and enter the marks which has been allotted to that subject. So once this is done, then student directly check their result by entering their number. So this is the application, how it works. Thank you.